Namaskar. Welcome back to the example number 9 for the event Health and Longevity. In the previous video, we had a detailed discussion on this example of a male native who died in a road accident at his younger age. So this example we discussed in detail with the help of the EPS table in the previous video. The same example we are going to study with the PILT table, how the unfavorable key planets are supporting in finding the weak destiny for the longevity and also timing of event. Now let us examine this example chart with the help of the PILT table. Example 9, weak longevity, died in a road accident. We are going to study this example with the PILT table. This is the birth chart of the male native. Now let us go to the PILT page. Let us examine with the help of the PILT table. The key planet states whatever we have given manually in the previous video under self-significators. The same colors we can use, or we can also use these key planet states generated by the software also. For the continuation of the previous video, let us use the same colors and use EPS colors so that the colors will change to the selected manually assigned colors. We can use this, and also we can use the KP check all so that all the planets in the PILT tables will get the respective colors. Before going to study the destiny and also timing of event, let us have a look at the self-significators of all planets because you can see there are no green or blue. You can see for this event, for the accident event I have chosen, but if you look at the houses under the favorable houses, these 5, 9, 1, 3, 10 are all favorable to the Lagna, not for the accident. Right? So though these houses should be given for the event accident, this should be these 2, 7, 6, 11, 12, and 4 and 8. These houses are supporting houses for the accident. So on the Lagna point of view, they are all unfavorable to the Lagna. That should be shown in red color. So that way, that unfavorable houses to the Lagna, though they are favorable to the event of accident, they are shown under the unfavorable, D1, D2, D3. So red color houses are indicating trouble to the Lagna, and it may be favoring for the event accident. I think you're able to understand. Okay, now look at the colors what we are saying. There is no blue or green. It means no planet is having strong favorable significator for the Lagna. And they're having mixed significators because 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 planets are with pink shade and 4 planets are red shades. It means in general, this chart has got some weak significators at all, through all planets. Though they have got 4 red color and 5 pink shades, we have to, differentiate. How to differentiate within the 4, 5, pink shade? For example, if you take that pink shade moon, 10th lord occupying 7th house and 10th sublord. 10 and 10 is not unfavorable. It is supported to the Lagna, but occupying 7th house is indicating weakness. It is Maraga, right? So 10, 7, 10, it is a mixed significator, but it is not very strongly in CL and CSL. And Mars planet is 2nd lord, 7th lord, Maraga lord, occupying 5th house, 159 star lord, and 2nd cuspal sublord. So this is having favorable grouping in OCC and CST, but CL and CSL, it has got weakness. So when compared to moon, Mars is weak. Within the pink, I am differentiating. And Jupiter, you take Jupiter. Jupiter is also pink shade. 3rd lord is fine. But sixth lord, it is not good, occupying seventh house, and 2, 6, 10 cuspal star lord. 2, 6, 10 is this trigon is for the karma trigon, but it is 12 sublord also, it is supporting to each other. The two, third lord. Third means travel, transit. Sixth lord occupying seventh house and 12th cuspal sublord. This is got some weak grouping for the lagna, and also, I mean, through the third house matters, 6, 7, and 12, it is not good. So, like Mars, Jupiter also having unfavorable grouping to the lagna, 6 and 7 and 12th cuspal sublord, the two third lord. So, when compared to Moon, Jupiter has got weakness. And let us check the Saturn. Saturn is also pink shade, but fourth lord, fourth means it is not unfavorable on its own, but 5 and 3 it is good. So Saturn has got pink shade because its second planet Rahu is got the 4, 6, 8 cuspal sublord. Though it is occupying fifth house, 4, 6, 8 cuspal sublord. Fourth lord and 4 and 6, 8 cuspal sublord through the second planet Rahu. Because of that, it has got that pink shade. Rahu is influencing the Saturn, but Saturn on its own having some favorable grouping, though it is fourth lord, it is having unfavorable strength on the higher side. So, like Moon, Saturn also, it is not that much unfavorable on its own. And Mercury planet. Mercury is ninth lord. It's good, but 12th lord occupying 8th house, it is got some weakness, but 159 star lord, sublord. So this is on the favorable side more, despite some weakness at the CL and OCC, right? Being the ninth lord, 159 star sublord is good to the lagna. So out of these 4 pink shades, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 pink shades, Mars and Jupiter are strongly unfavorable than the Saturn, Mercury, and Moon. So that we have to keep it in mind, right? So, I mean, maybe would have not given this pink shade, would have given some other color also to differentiate. Still, okay, we have to, understand when we have a same color given to many planets, we have to differentiate. So out of these planets, Mars and importantly Jupiter are unfavorable. Mars also 2 and 7, 2 having got grouping. So these Mars can favor to the other planet if they are indicating trouble living houses to the lagna, then it can lead to support for the, 2, 7, 2 with the help, indicating Maraga. But this planet, Jupiter, 6, 7, and 12, third, it is supportive for the injury also, it is supportive for seventh house Maraga also, right? So on its own, it cannot give it, but it can favor. So Jupiter is unfavorable than the Mars, and but all other planets, pink shades are all comparatively better, that you have to keep it in mind. Now let us focus on the red color planets. Ketu, Venus, Sun, and Rahu. Let us check Rahu first. Rahu is fifth occupant. It's not a problem. It is good planet. But 4, 6, 8 cuspal sublord. Unfavorable grouping of 4th house, 6th house, 8th house. 4 is not supported to the 5th house. 4 supported by 6th house, by 3rd house from the 4th house, and 3rd house from the 6th house is 8th house. So 4, we can say vehicle is injury and death. 4, 6, 8. Threat to the longevity. 8th house is longevity, also threat to the longevity. 4, 6, 8 grouping is supportive for the accident and also can lead to, death or injury on account of the, vehicle. That Rahu represents Saturn. Saturn is fourth lord also. You can see when we are talking about Saturn, Saturn on its own, it is not unfavorable strongly, though it is fourth lord, but Rahu having unfavorable because of this 4, 6, 8 cuspal sublord. So this Rahu planet is important planet for the accident, right? Then comes Sun. Sun planet is strong, favorable planet for supporting for the accident also. But this planet is Badhaga Lord. So Badhaga Lord occupying 8th house, 4, 8, 12, it is trouble giving houses to the Lagna, giving some sort of obstacles, and it can lead to, supportive for the accident also. But Sun on its own cannot give. Sun can support to Rahu, because Rahu in source it is got 4, 6, 8. But Sun is supportive for such incident. So Sun is also weak. Definitely it is completely unfavorable. And comes Venus. The Sun and Rahu. Rahu is talking about the accident and injury, and the Sun is also supportive for accident. And Venus planet is Lagna Lord, 8th Lord occupying 9. This is good, but Lagna Lord, 8th Lord, and 7 and 11 cuspal sublord. This 11th house is Badhaga and 7 is Maraga. 8th Lord, 7th sublord. So though it is 9 is supportive, but that is not being further supported here, but 7 and 11. So being the Lagna Lord, being the 8th Lord, 7 and 11 cuspal sublord, this is important in giving Maraga. This Venus can give Maraga to other planet, which planet are giving accident. So Venus itself cannot give Maraga. First accident has to happen, then Venus is playing, then it will give to Maraga. Then comes Ketu. Ketu is occupying 11th house, 3, 7, 11 star lord and 3rd cuspal sublord. It represents Sun is weak, but on its own Ketu it is occupying Badhaga and 3rd star lord and 3rd sublord. This is good. It is not detrimental, but it is indicating some weakness. 3rd sublord, having got Sun in its second planet, it is indicating some trouble to the 3rd house matters. But being the 3rd sublord and 3rd star lord also, it is supportive, but not detrimental, right? So Ketu can favor, being the occupant of the Badhaga and representing Sun, but it is not very strongly unfavorable on its own. That you have to keep it in mind. So on the unfavorable side, which are the planets are strongly unfavorable? Please kindly note it down, that Venus and what else? Sun, second comes Sun, and importantly Rahu. Venus and Rahu. Rahu accident, Venus is death causing Maraga Badhaga houses, and then comes the Sun, then comes the Ketu. So that order we have to keep it in mind. So though they have got all the similar colors, we have to differentiate. So on the mixed planet, Mars and Jupiter are unfavorable. Importantly, Jupiter is unfavorable. Then comes Mars. The remaining are supporting. So let me note it down for your better understanding. So let me note down this. Just a minute. Which are on the unfavorable side? Rahu strong, and comes the Sun. Rahu, Sun are, and Venus, importantly. These two are supportive or accident. Rahu is strongly unfavorable for the, it is favorable for the accident, and Sun is going to support to that, and Venus is going to be the death causing. This is Maraga Badhaga, death causing planet. The Rahu is accident, and Sun is also supportive for accident. And Ketu on its own, it is not bad, but Ketu can be taken as a, next to the Sun, right? So out of these four, Rahu, Venus, and comes Sun, then comes Ketu, we can take it. Rahu, Sun, then Venus. Venus is coming under the death causing, but accident, Rahu and Sun. I think you're able to understand. On the mixed planet, Jupiter is the one. Jupiter is the one, 3, 6, 7, 2, 6, 10, 12. So this is supportive for the injury. And next one is the Mars. Mars is Maraga Badhaga, right? The supportive for Maraga houses, but it is having favorable also. So importantly, on the unfavorable side, Jupiter is strongly unfavorable. Then comes the Mars. More than Mars, Jupiter. So Jupiter also is favorable for the accident. So which are the planets are favorable for the accident? Jupiter, and importantly, Rahu, then comes Sun, And death-causing planets are Venus, importantly, and then supported by the Ketu. So these are the things we have to keep it in mind before proceeding, especially when there are more planets are with the similar colors. That is an important study we record. Otherwise, they will not be able to differentiate, especially a planet is playing at the star level and sub level. Okay. Now let us examine the destiny. Lagna sublord planet. Lagna sublord is Mercury. Lagna lord also you can check. Lagna lord is Venus. Venus is Lagna lord. Venus already we have taken, that is the death causing planet, but Venus is eighth lord also. In the star of Mars is 27 and 519, 5159, right? So you can see it is not in the star level, sub level, it is not having that our unfavorable Rahu or Jupiter or Sun in its rulers, but they are all present in supports. And it is, but Mars is a mixed planet, unfavorable side, that can indicating weakness to the Lagna. Lagna Lord and eighth Lord in the star of Mars 2-7. So it is indicating some weakness to the Lagna on the longevity. Right? Now let us check the Lagna sublord. Lagna sublord planet is Mercury. Mercury planet in the star level planet, it is not a, red color planet. It is Moon. And Moon, actually, it is mixed one. And Moon in the sign of Mars, it is we already chosen. Star level planet is got indicating some weakness, but look at the 2A level and sub-level planets are unfavorable. Venus and Sun are playing, and also unfavorable Rahu. Rahu, whether it is playing role? Yes, that Venus has got Rahu in its supports. So that way, Lagna sublord through the 2A level and sub-level, it is indicating unfavorable houses for the Lagna can lead to accidents because 2A level and 1-8 and sub-level is 4-8-12, 8 Badhaga Lord. It is supportive for that, and also that Lagna sublord itself is 12th Lord occupying 8th house and supported by the Venus, Ketu and Sun. So it means what? Lagna sublord is not in the star of a planet. It is talking about 6,000, 8,000. It means Lagna is not indicating, health issues. It is indicating some trouble to the Lagna by way of accident. 4-8-12 connected, not 6-8-12. So now we have to check the 8th sublord, the longevity. Because Lagna is connected to the weak signification at the 2A level and sub-level. Star level also having occupying 7th house and supported by Mars is 2 and 7th lord. So, and Jupiter also there. Jupiter also our weak planet. So it is supportive for some injury. That is what it is indicating. So now let us check the longevity. Longevity planet is, destiny planet is Rahu. 8th sublord itself is 4th sublord and 6th sublord. So that itself is indicating not supportive for the longevity. It can favor for the accident. 4-6-8, that too Rahu, Karaga planet for such unnatural death or accidents and all. So Rahu in the star of Jupiter. We have already chosen Jupiter. Though it is the pink shade, it is on the unfavorable side. So Rahu in the star of Jupiter. And just a minute, let me take the pen. Just a minute. Yes. Rahu itself is the 4-6-8 cuspal sublord. On its own, it is self-afflicted, having got in the support of the star lord also, last level also, and other unfavorable key planets. Sun is present here, Ketu present, and Ketu, Sun are playing role, Sun and Ketu are playing role. So Rahu in the star of Jupiter, our mixed unfavorable key planet, and in the 12 level Venus, Ketu Venus, is strongly supportive for the, because Venus is the planet, Maraga Vakasing planet. So it is supportive for the accident, and this is supportive for the death. So through the fourth house at the eighth cuspal sublord, through the accident, it is supportive for the, accident, and also supportive for the death on account of the accident. I think you're able to understand. So now, when which dasa is supportive for such thing? So dasa lord, so when the destiny is supportive for weakness to the longevity, if the destiny is indicating diseases lead to death, the dasa should support for the disease along with that, Maraga Bhataka house, it can lead to death. Dasa should have both things. And if the dasa is talking about the death on account of the accident, like Rahu is indicating, moving towards the death-causing houses, accident is cast here, and death-causing houses are in the star 2 level and sub-level, and star out of the sub-lord. So that way it is indicating. So that dasa should support for the accident, then it should support for the death. So let us check which dasa is going to be favorable for that. Now, if you see that the native was born in the Venus dasa. So Venus dasa, that native was as a child. No? So Venus is not having such accident-causing houses. Our Rahu is not there. Sun is not playing role, and Jupiter not playing role, because those planets, Rahu accident-causing, Jupiter and Sun, these are the accident-causing planet. They are all not playing role in Venus. Then comes the Sun. Sun planet, obviously it is having got the 4812, 11th Lord, 4812, 4812 and all. Sublord Rahu also talking about 468. It is supportive for some sort of injury to the Lagna because Badhaga Lord, but this planet is not indicating from the source, it is not talking about the accident. It is 11th Lord, Badhaga Lord, it is indicating some weakness. Sun planet can support to other planet, which is got the unfavorable houses for the health. It is having got, suppose, source planet has got 4th house or 6th house. Star Lord Sun is playing role with 4812. Then this will support for the accident. Source planet is talking about 11th Lord and 8, 4, 8, 12. It is only in the CST. It can act as only as the star level, sub level can favor, not from the source. That you have to keep it in mind. So that way, the source is not talking about these houses, 4th, 6th house, or it is not talking about Lagna. Star level is, if it is 4, 8, 12, then it can indicate Lagna is going to experience this one. So the Sun Dasa is indicating some obstacles to the Lagna, but not strongly supportive for the accident. One more thing also, the role of the Venus is not playing role, because Venus planet has to play role, especially at the star level or sub-level, to indicate the death. Because death causing planet is Venus, that in the destiny planet, right? That is not playing role in the ruler. That way, Sun will not be strong enough to give that. Moon, Dasa, Moon star level Venus is good because it is talking about Maraga Badhaga houses, but these other planets are not favoring. Mars also not favoring, right? Mars, 3 levels having got mixed significator, it is not favoring. Look at Rahu. Rahu itself, destiny planet itself, is playing as the Dasa Lord with all the rulers we have already discussed. Definitely during the Rahu Dasa will favor for such thing. Under Rahu Dasa, which are the strong unfavorable key planets, making that destiny supportive for action can lead to death. Venus is the strong unfavorable key planet, death-causing planet, right? Venus. Accident-causing planet is Rahu and Jupiter, and Sun, supported by Sun. And death-causing planet is Venus. So under the Rahu Dasa, in one book, which is got the accident and also death-causing planets ruling, the ruling planets of the Rahu, if they are playing role, that Bukti will give the trouble. Under Rahu Dasa, look at the Jupiter Bukti. Jupiter Bukti is the one 3-6 cuspal lord. We already chosen is a death-causing planet, right? It's an accident-causing planet. That itself is playing role. Look at the star lord is Venus, Marga, Badhaga houses. That is going to give the death. This is accident, this is death. And 2A level is Mars, we already chosen, is 2-7. And sub-level is Saturn. Saturn on its own, it is not bad. But at the sub-level, having got all the problems executed by the star level and 2A level, the sub-level planet Saturn is fourth lord and fifth lord, occupying third house is not bad, but that Saturn is represented by Rahu. Dasa Lord Rahu itself, when it is acting as the good key planet, its role is important, right? Being the free planet, its role is limited. That Rahu is playing role in support of the Jupiter, and Rahu itself is playing role in the support of the sublord Saturn representing Rahu. So Saturn, though it is having some mixed signification, at the sub-level, it is fine. Being the fourth lord, it can favor for this event, right? Because there is sixth lord, third lord, it is 12th sub-lord. In the star of Venus is Maraga, Badaga, Lord strongly supportive for the Maraga and supported by the Saturn. That Venus is playing role here in supports also, and this unfavorable Jupiter also influencing this Saturn at the supports. So that way, this Jupiter through the star level, weak star level, on the unfavorable side, it is Venus is strongly favorable to the event and unfavorable to the Lagna. Star level is Venus, unfavorable key planet of the Dasa Lord. That Rahu itself is playing role at the sub-level and ruling the, support of all levels. So it is influencing. So Rahu Dasa, Jupiter Bukti, that Jupiter Bukti and Jupiter Antra itself is strong enough to give the accident and also death during its period, because Jupiter is the accident causing planet, star level Venus is death causing planet, sub level Saturn is not weak, but sub level Saturn represented by Rahu, again it is accident with the 4-6, it is talking about accident and also unnatural death. So that is being ruled at the sub level. Importantly, all levels are having this Rahu in its supports, and Jupiter also forming ruler link. Star level is Venus is the important one. So during Jupiter Bukti and Jupiter Antra itself, the event happened. So in the Jupiter Antra, which Jupiter Dasa, Rahu Dasa, Jupiter Bukti, Jupiter Antra, which Sukshma would have given the death by way of accident. So which is the unfavorable key planet in Jupiter Dasa, Jupiter Bukti and Jupiter Antra? Venus is the death causing planet, right? So the Venus should play a role. Which are the planets after the Jupiter Dasa, Jupiter Bukti, Jupiter Antra? Within the Jupiter Antra, which Sukshma? Saturn? No. Mercury? No. Why can't Jupiter itself can give trouble? That question will come, no? In Rahu Dasa, Jupiter Bukti, Jupiter Antra itself is supportive, but why can't Jupiter Sukshma itself can cause that end of life? Because sublord is Saturn, is having fifth house, third house, and also forming ruler link. Though it is influenced by Rahu, though also influenced by the Jupiter, it has got some favorable strain to support for the Lagna to some extent, right? So now that Sukshma, which is going to make that instant to happen during its period, not only accident, it has to strong enough to support for the death. So that planet should be free from the Saturn role. You can see, no, this is not going to favor because Saturn itself is playing. Mercury is not going to support for that. Look at Ketu. Ketu planet representing Sun, our accident causing planet. Star level Venus again is the death causing planet. Sublord also Ketu and Venus. So this planet, so Jupiter Dasa, Jupiter Bukti, Jupiter Antra, and Ketu Sukshma. Jupiter also playing role in supports of this Ketu. So that favorable key planet, accident causing planet, Jupiter is playing role for Ketu, that representing the Sun, other accident causing planet, and importantly, death causing planet is acting as the star lord for the Ketu. And sublord planet also having God, that's Ketu, and again Venus is coming. So this planet is strong enough as the Sukshma. So that native died in an accident, Rahu, Jupiter, and Ketu. I think we're able to understand how to find that key planet, their role in the rulers and supports of the planets. So that's as I said, when same same color is given, or many planets are mixed key planets or unfavorable key planets, based on their signification strength only, whether that planet is supportive for accident or health issues. In case of health issues and death, health issues has to be the first one, then comes the death. Death causing planet is playing role, then it is not going to give death unless and otherwise health is deteriorated. Similarly, accident causing planet leading to death means, first of all, it has to support for the accident supported by the death. That we have to differentiate by way of the planets. So that's what we have discussed. As I said, no, that studying these planets with the help of the EPS table will be easier, because in the EPS table we can see the level-wise grouping from the source CL to, from the CL of the planet to star level, sub-level, we can easily identify. The same thing we can do here also. Though we are going to check the planet with the help of the key planets by way of selecting the key planets, unfavorable key planets, there also you can open that EPS table and do the study. So that option is there in the PILT table, but I have not done this because which we have already done in the EPS table study. So this example study with the PILT table I have taken to make you understand the role of the unfavorable key planets in the Dasa Lord, why that Dasa Lord is supportive for that, but not the other planets in doing the Dasa, and also similarly Buddhi Lord and Antra Lord. I think we're able to understand. So we will meet in the next video. Good luck.